भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांति। ओम सदाशिवसमारंभां शंकराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ओम नमस्ते अस्तु भगवन् विश्वेश्वराय महादेवाय त्र्यंबकाय त्रिपुरान्तकाय त्रिकाग्निकालाय कालाग्निरुद्राय नीलकण्ठाय मृत्युञ्जयाय सर्वेश्वराय सदाशिवाय श्रीमन्महादेवाय नमः। ओम समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्। Hari Om, salutations to all. So, in the Jyotirlingas, in the Stotram, the third mention is of Mahakal Jyotirlinga. Saurashtre Somanathancha, Sri Shaile Mallikarjunam, Ujjainyam Mahakalam. So, in Ujjain is the third Jyotirlinga, Mahakala. Ujjain was earlier called as Avantika. Avantikayam vihitavataram mukti pradhanaya cha sajjananam akala mrityo parirakshanaartham vande Mahakala Mahasuresham. So Avantikayam vihitavataram, in Avantika Puri, where Bhagavan manifested, mukti pradhanaya cha, for what? To grant mukti to the jivas, and also ultimate mukti is realization of the self, and ignorance is destroyed. But mukti also from sorrows, mukti also from any troubles, mukti from akala mrityo parirakshanaartham, from untimely death. So salutations to that Supreme Lord, who is Mahakala, Mahakala Mahasuresham. Now, our Avantika Puri is one of the Moksha Puris. So 7 Moksha Puris are there. Sapta Puri they are called. Ayodhya, Mathura, Maya, Kashi, Kanchi, Avantika, Puri Dwaravati Chaiva Saptaita Mokshadaikaha. So 7 Puris, Sapta Puris. Going to these places, having darshan of Bhagwan, doing sadhana there, even in some places when one drops the body there, one attains mukti. Again, as I said, ultimate mukti is realizing that my nature is consciousness. I am not this body, mind, intellect. I am one with the Lord in my essential nature. But there are other forms of mukti where one goes to the loka of Bhagavan, where one is close to Bhagavan, then when one looks like Bhagavan. So Salokya, Sarupya, Samipya, then Sayujya, where one becomes one with Bhagavan. So different types of mukti. Some people, for them, going to Swarga is mukti. So different ideas are there about mukti, but ultimate mukti is knowing that my nature is infinite consciousness. So these 7 puris, they are called moksha puris, very sacred places for us, are in different parts of the country. Ayodhya, all of us know Bhagwan Ram's birthplace, where he again ruled also as a king. Mathura, Krishna Bhagwan's birthplace. Maya, Maya is Haridwar. Ayodhya, Mathura, Maya. Kashi, Bhagwan Vishwanath, Kashi Vishwanath. There Bhagwan only utters the Tarak mantra in the ears of the Jiva. Meaning, ears meaning the Jiva is dead. but initiates the jiva into the Tarak mantra Ram, and that jiva gets mukti. One of the things I was hearing recently, I just came to know now, I didn't know earlier, is we can bring Ganga Jal from, like if you can go to Haridwar, you can go to Uttarkashi, Gangotri, any of these places we go to, we can bring the Ganga Jal. But generally it is said, don't bring the Ganga Jal from Kashi. So I was curious, I said, why we should not bring Ganga Jal from Kashi? Because the jivas which are there in Ganga Ji, when they are flowing in Kashi, if the jiva drops the body there, the jiva will get mukti. We bring that water from there to our place, that opportunity is gone for that jiva. This is the Mahatmya of the place. And so one does not bring Ganga Jal back from Kashi. So Ayodhya, Mathura, Maya, Kashi, then Kanchi. So Kanchipuram, Ekambareshwar Bhagavan is there. Mother Parvati did tapasya there and pleased Bhagavan Shiva. So Kashi, Kanchi, Avantika. Avantika is Ujjain, where Bhagavan manifests as a Jyotirlinga. So Avantika Puri is one of the Moksha Puris also, as well as one of the 12 Jyotirlingas also. Very sacred. Double sacred it is now. So Avantika. Then Puri Dwaravati, that is Dwaraka. Again, where Krishna Bhagavan ruled, and then he left the body near Dwarka in Prabhaspatan. So these are 7 Moksha Puris. Of course, it doesn't mean that other places, if we worship Bhagavan, we will not get mukti. These are the Moksha Puris designated places. Anywhere else also one worships Bhagavan, one will get certain punya and one get liberation also. There are 51 Shakti Peeths, Ashtavinayaka, 12 Jyotirlings, 108 Divya Deshams, like that, all sacred places are so many. And each one has their own Mahima because Bhagavan manifests there. So this is Avantika Puri. And so the legend about Avantika Puri is what? So in Naimisharanya, Shaunak Rishi, along with thousands of them, rishis, some 88,000 rishis, they are doing yajna, huge yajna, which is 100-year yajna, Shatavarshiya Mahayajna. So in between the yajnas, they have satsang. When the ritual is halted for some time, they eat whatever they have to have, and then they do little satsang and again get back to the ritual. So in one of those satsangs, the question that has been asked is, please tell us the glory about the Jyotirlingas of Bhagavan, and in that specifically the third Jyotirlinga, which is Avantika. So Sutaji, who is a disciple of Vyasa Maharshi, has come there, and Shaunak Rishi, etc., they are asking him this question. So Sutaji gives the answer. So he says that there was this Brahmana called Vedapriya staying in Avantika. And he was very devoted to Bhagavan, devoted to the Veda and the Vedic karma. So Agni Sthapana has been done. Every day he does the ahutis, the rituals connected to Agni. Agni is the devata who carries all the ahutis to the other devatas. And Agni for us is not just fire, inert element. For us, Agni is very sacred. And hence, he was following all the Vedic rituals, doing all his Sandhya Vandan, etc., Agnihotra Karma, all that he was doing. and every day he would create Parthiva Linga. So this is another thing that our scriptures say. Parthiva Linga is the linga made from mud, which we create on the spot there, invoke Bhagwan, worship Bhagwan in that, then do Udvasanam, repose the Lord back in the heart, and then that linga is so Abhishek, etc., Archana, all that one does. Then repose the Lord back into the heart, and then the vilay of the linga will happen. So every day it is created. If you go near Ujjain Mahakal, what is that? Maheshwar. Ahalyabai Holkar used to do that every day for her praja. The Brahmanas will do. At that time, the number of people, the population of that place was 11 lakhs. So 11 lakh Parthiva lingas will be created and worship will be done for each one's uh, well-being. Even today they do, but they do 11,000 as a symbolic gesture. And so they have a whole system, and they create some wooden uh, rack with that holes, etc. And then you put it in the mud, the Parthiva lingas will get created, and one worships them in mass. So Parthivalinga Puja is mentioned in our Puranas also, Shiva Purana, etc. also mentions Parthivalinga. Different types of lingas are there, one of them is Parthiva. So he used to do this Parthivalinga every day, and one of the reasons why Parthivalinga is done, because one invokes Bhagwan then and there, offers the puja, and reposes the Lord back, and Vilay happens. The Sthavar Linga and Jangam Linga, there are two other types of lingas. Sthavar Linga is which is fixed, like in Mandir, etc. In like temples and many of these places, the Pran Pratishtha will be done there. Sthavara Linga, and then one worships Bhagwan. Then the daily Nitya Karma has to happen. Bhagwan is woken up, and then he is given bath, and then he is given the food, and the arti happens, and time to time everything has to happen. In the home, one has the linga, and then one does the puja every day. One reposes the Lord back into the heart. So that is at home, where Pran Pratishtha is not done. So the strictness of the rituals is not that much at home. And then Jangamalinga is what one carries with oneself also. If one is traveling, one carries, one does the puja daily with the Jangamalinga. Or it is that which goes out. Even in a mandir, there will be the Utsav Murti uh, that will go out. Bhagwan's main Murti will not go out. So that way there are various reasons. And so Parthiva Linga is a different linga where I don't have to carry anything with me also, and there is no Pran Pratishtha also done. So it is on the spot created, worshipped, done. So he used to worship Bhagwan in the Parthiva Linga daily, and he had uh, four sons: Devapriya, Priyamedha, Sukrit, and Suvrat. And the Brahmana Vedapriya has ensured that he has passed on the samskars to the children, and they are also very strongly anchored in dharma, in Vedic knowledge, in the rituals that should be done, in living a sattvic way of life, studying the scriptures. So the four sons also are very dharmic, and they obey the parents. They are very cultured, and so this in time this Brahmana passes on, and he attains Shiva Loka because he has been worshipping Bhagwan Shiva, and his children, they continue his legacy in Ujjain, and they are famous. Quite a few people in Ujjain, they come to them, seek guidance, they go to their houses, do the rituals for them. So they are well known that way. Now, what happened? There is one Asura called, uh, this Dushan Asura. The name of the Asura is Dushan. So this Dushan Asura, he is doing some tapasya on the hill called Ratnamala. And where he is doing this tapasya, he is worshipping Brahmaji, he pleases Brahmaji, gets certain boons from him, and then he becomes very powerful. Naturally, now purity of mind is not there, power has come. So one starts misusing that power. He goes to the Devalok, defeats Indra, captures the Devalok, Asurlok, anyway, he is the king. And then on the earth also he is, and he's created a lot of havoc. He attacks places, conquers them, and tells them that you should not worship Bhagwan, you should worship me, you should not follow the Vedic rituals, you should not do any yajna, no havan, no puja, no abhishek, temples he used to destroy. So that he used to do this way, and wherever these Vedas are being learnt, chanted, or satsang is happening, and some Shastra Charcha is happening, some dharmic places which are there, all that he goes and he destroys. He tells them to close up. If they don't close all this, he destroys them. Now he came to Avanti. Now this Avantika, when he comes, his army has surrounded Avantika, and he gives them a command that they have not been following my orders. I have come to know that they are studying the Vedas, they are doing their rituals and all that. And so he tells his army, you have to go and finish them, kill them. Now, when the army has surrounded, the people, they are still not afraid. They are continuing their worship, but slowly now the army comes in and they start, harassing them. So they all come to these four sons and they say that, we are trying to do our dharma, but these people, they don't allow us. Now, please help us. At that point in time, there is no king in Avantika. So these Veda Priya's four sons, what do? They say that we may not have the Sainya Bal. See, the Sainya Bal has to be there. This is one thing that we have to learn. If the Sainya Bal is not there, from the Asuric forces and from those who are trying to destroy Dharmic forces, one will not get protection. So, Brahmanas and Kshatriyas, they have to support each other. Actually, all the four Varnas support each other. There is no doubt. The Varna Vyavastha is that which was based on the temperament and based on the karma. It is not based on Janma. But the point is, specifically, the Brahmanas need the protection. Why? Because they are Sattva Guna Pradhan. If Sattva Guna has to be protected, there has to be the Kshatriya force which is required, because the Asuric tendencies one who has is full of Tamoguna and selfishness or Rajoguna, and that person wants to destroy. So aggression has to be countered with that aggression only. There Sattva-guna will not work. So the Kshatriya force and Kshatriya power only is required for it. Now at that point in time, there was no king there. And the Brahmanas, they said that, okay, even if they don't have Sainya Bal, but we have taken refuge of Bhagwan Shiva and we have been worshipping Bhagwan, so we will invoke the Lord himself there, here, and he will protect us. So all of them, they come together and they start meditating on Bhagwan, they invoke the Lord, and the army comes at that point in time there, and they want to do mass massacre of all the people who are sitting there. But all of them who are sitting, they are single pointed, deeply invoking Bhagwan Shiva. They have not got disturbed, they have not got scared now, because they have taken refuge of Bhagwan, they are meditating on Bhagwan. Then, so all of them have created the Parthiv Linga and then they are worshipping, the invoking Bhagwan, and now they are in meditation. That time they come, this army has come. So, from the Parthiv Linga, then Bhagwan manifests. When Bhagwan manifests there, uh, he manifests in the Mahakal Roop with his Trishul, and his jata is spread and his third eye he is about to open. So that way, that's why he says that the Mahakal avatar is for that, to protect Mukti Pradhanaya cha Sajjananam. So all these Sajjanas, to grant them Mukti from these Asuras. The Mahakal Roop he manifested there, and he says, I have manifested here to destroy these adharmic forces, all of you who have come here. And so I am here. And with the Humkar mantra, Bhagwan, that's a Bij mantra. So with that, he destroys the whole army of Dushana and Dushana himself. All of them gone. uh, so naturally, Devtas, everybody is very happy, and then they shower some flowers and blow the drums and conch and all that. So they are very happy. And these four sons of Vedapriya, they pray to Bhagwan, and they tell Bhagwan that for the sake of the entire world, please be here. Please bless us that we go across the ocean of samsara, and you please reside here and continue to grace this place. Let this become a Shiva Kshetra, and whoever comes here, please help them to get rid of their sorrows, grant them mukti, and bless the devotees. And so, when these devotees have prayed, then Bhagwan has manifested there, stays there, and that Kshetra becomes Mahakala Shiva Kshetra. And so, one of the things also is that apart from the freedom from the sorrows and challenges, one of the things is written here in the scripture is that even some people who get um, horrible dreams, scary dreams, darshan of Mahakal will help them to overcome even those things. And whatever desire, abhishta siddhyartham. So whenever one goes with any specific desire, worships Bhagwan with devotion, that manorath also will be fulfilled. So now this is one story of Mahakal. And so Bhagwan is there in this form, and Abhishek of Bhagwan happens, he is Abhisheka Priya. And because Veda Priya Brahman also was doing that, Parthiv Linga he created and he used to worship. So Abhishek, everywhere Bhagwan's Abhishek anyway happens. But now, right now in Mahakal, we see so much of beautiful alankar that they do every day. The linga, Bhagwan takes a different rupa. So beautiful shringar and alankar of Bhagwan is done, where the face of Bhagwan will be there based on whatever is the theme, like Independence Day, so that type of a theme it will be. Ganesh Chaturthi, that type of a theme. Today's Raksha Bandhan, that type of a theme. So different alankar of Bhagwan happens. So this is the Jyotirlinga. Now the glory of this Mahakal, it is said Mahakalas Sarichipra Gatis Chaiva Sunirmala Ujjainyam Vishalakshi Vasa Kasyana Rochayet. This is in Skanda Puran. Avanti Kshetra Mahatma, it comes in that 26th chapter, verses 17 to 19. So Mahakal, where Mahakal is there, where Shipra Nadi is there, which is very pure, which flows swiftly, O Vishalakshi, who will not be happy staying in such a divine place? Snanam kritva naro yastu mahanadyam hi durlabham mahakalam namaskritya naro mrityum na shochayet. When a person takes a dip in the Shipra river and goes to have darshan of Mahakal, it is said here this is very durlabha. Will not worry about death because Mahakal is the Kala of Kal, is Mahakal. So Mahakal does not mean that a person will not die. Mahakal means that the person freed from fear of death, what we saw about Mrityunjay Bhagwan, same. Naro mrityum na shochayet, will not grieve about death, will not fear death. Mrityum na shochayet. Then mrita kita patangova rudrasyanucharo bhavet, and even it may be any jiva like kita, like a worm, patanga, like a fly. Even such a small jiva, if they drop the body here, mritaha kita patangova, rudrasya anucharo bhavet, they will become ganas of Bhagwan Rudra. So that way, this is one beautiful aspect. And in Ujjain, we also have the Simhastha Mahakumbha that happens. So when this Brihaspati comes in Simha Rashi, then that Simhastha Kumbha will be held there. So 4 places where the drops of nectar have fallen. So Haridwar, Prayag, Nashik, and Ujjain. When during the Samudra Manthan, the drops of nectar have fallen, and so in these 4 places the Kumbha will be held. Ardha Kumbha, Mahakumbha, like that, depends on the planetary positions. The decision happens which place the Kumbha will be held. So that's like a confluence of all spiritual paths in our country. It's such a fantastic, the biggest gathering on earth, visible from the space also. That's what they say. Kumbha is the biggest gathering. And the point is, like how we have a scientific conclave where scientists come together and discuss on a particular topic. That way, there is a spiritual conclave. Our country has so many different paths. How do we explore each of them? And each of them is a different part of country. So many Mahatmas are there. How do we find who is a Mahatma, who is not, etc.? So Kumbha is one time where all of them gather. They do satsang also. They come for a specific snan on specific days. They stay there. They do satsangs. So a spiritual seeker can go to all these places, to all the different. So one should actually go, when one goes to Kumbha, go and stay there. The real purification of the mind happens in the satsang. Of course, the snan in the sacred river has its own significance on those specific days. But the real purification happens when one identifies, oh, these are all important places where the satsang is happening. So one goes there. All sampradaya, different people are there. Dvaita, Vishishta Dvaita, Advaita, Yoga Marga, and the Bhakti Marga also, and all different types of sampradayas, the Mahatmas are there. Go and listen and find out what is my temperament, which appeals to me. Or if you already know it, then specifically go to those Mahatmas there, meet them, do satsang, get some, upadesh. That way, Kumbha is a very important event. And so Ujjain has so many things which has come together. Ujjain is a Mokshapuri, Ujjain is the Jyotirlinga, Ujjain is also this Kumbha happens there. And Ujjain is the place where Krishna Bhagwan has gone. Sandipani Maharshi's ashram is there. So you will see Ujjain, there is Even today, the ashram is there, and 64 kalas they have just depicted nicely through some paintings, etc. There. Ujjain is the place where our one great king Vikramaditya. So when he ruled, so Vikramaditya had kept Ujjain as the capital of Bharat during his time. His brother is Bhartrihari. He did this great. He ruled for a long time and then he renounced the world, got great Vairagya. He wrote Vairagya Shatakam, this Niti Shatakam, Shingara Shatakam, 100 verses on Vairagya, on Niti, on governance, and on uh, beauty. His cave is also there, and he followed the Nath Sampradaya. So that Bhartrihari Gufa is also there. So a lot of significance of Ujjain. Time-wise also, so Mahakal and that, what do you call that? Zero meridian line is also there. And that connection of that to Mahakal. So Kala is time, and so that meridian passes through that, and so there is Mahakal. So a lot of significance. And about the linga, it is said, Akashetara Kamlingam Pata Lehatakeshwaram Mrityuloke Mahakalam Lingatraya Namostute. In Akasha there is Tarakalinga, in Patal there is Hatakeshwar Linga, and on the earth there is Mahakala Linga. Salutations to Mahakal. So this is the glory of Mahakala. There is Shakti Peeth also there. Then Harasiddh Mata Mandir also is there. There is a nice Vikramaditya garden there where they have put up the Navaratnas of Vikramaditya. We know Navaratnas of Akbar's court, but many of us we don't know who are the Navaratnas of Vikramaditya's court, much before Akbar. Find out. So many great people like Kalidas are there in that. So today we will meditate on Mahakala Bhagavan and we will worship the linga of Mahakal Bhagavan. And mentally we will visualize Bhagavan, invoke Bhagavan through the Mahakala linga. In Mahakal only Bhasma Arti happens early morning. Fantastic Bhasma Arti. Bhagavan loves Bhasma. So the Bhasma Arti will happen in the morning. Sit erect. The head, the neck, and the spine in a straight line. Close your eyes gently. Relax the shoulders. Let your hands be in your lap, palms facing the sky. Come to a comfortable posture without any strain in any part of the body. Invoke gratitude. Thank Bhagavan for all the blessings and the challenges that we have. Think about any one challenge that you had yesterday. How did you struggle out of that challenge? If you did not have yesterday, whatever is the challenge you are facing, think how it is helping you to grow, how it is pushing you out of a certain comfort zone. What is the lesson to be learned from it? Thank Bhagwan for helping us to grow through challenges. If there is a challenge that you know, there is a problem that you know, which you are not facing, you are escaping from it, invoke Bhagwan's grace and face the challenge. Suggest to the mind that for the next 30 minutes I am steady and still without any movements. I am alert, awake and quiet. I am only a seeker, a devotee for the next 30 minutes, and my goal is self-realization. We relax the body with slow, steady and deep breathing. As we say Shi, take the breath in, fill the body with the prana. As we say Va, exhale slowly and completely. Exhale all the air. Shi. Va. Shi. Va. Shi. Continue to breathe at your own pace. In the space between the two eyebrows or in your heart, visualize a circle of white light and invoke the auspicious form of your Guru. If you don't have a Guru, invoke the form of Bhagavan. It can be Bhagavan who is your Ishta. And if you don't have Ishta, invoke Bhagavan in the form of Bhagavan Shiva. Feel that you are in front of your Guru, grateful for all the knowledge, guidance, grace. With all devotion, we thank the Guru. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Have the bhava of Ishvara in the Guru. Guru is Ishvara, Guru is Brahman. Surrender to the Guru. Tvameva Mata Cha Pita Tvameva Tvameva Bandhuscha Sakha Tvameva Tvameva Vidya Dravinam Tvameva Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva Tvameva Sarvam Gurudeva Deva. Offer some flowers at the feet of the Guru. Perform a pradakshina. Come and bow down in front of the Guru. Repose the form of the Guru back into your heart. Invoke the auspicious form of Mahakaleshwar through the Jyotirlinga. There's a beautiful black linga of Bhagwan. There is a silver pot hanging above it, from where milk is constantly pouring on the linga. There are some flowers on the linga. Continuous abhishek is happening on the linga. The pitha is made up of silver, where the linga is established. There is a circular silver pratishtha that has been done around the linga. There's some beautiful designs of flower petals. There is a silver yoni around Bhagwan's linga. The yoni has been engraved beautifully with various formations of pillars, flowers. There are lamps as though above on the yoni. On the right side is a trishul, again covered with silver. There are various garlands on the trishul. There are flowers, chandan, kumkum, etc. on the trishul, on the yoni. There are two pedestals, silver pedestals on which there are two lamps which are lit. अवन्तिकायां विहितावतारम् मुक्ते प्रदानाय च सज्जनानाम् अकालमृत्यो परिरक्षणार्थम् वन्दे महाकालमहासुरेशम् वन्दे महाकालमहासुरेशम्. Feel that you are in front of Mahakaleshwar Bhagwan. You are worshipping the linga. offering a pot of milk on Bhagwan's linga, offering some flowers of jasmine, some lotus flowers, offering some bel patra to Bhagwan, offering some bhasma on Bhagwan. We are making 3 lines, Tripundra on the linga with bhasma. And now, as we chant Bhagwan's name, Om Mahakalaya Namaha, feel that with each name you are offering a Bilva Patra to Bhagwan in the form of the linga. Om Mahakalaya Namaha. 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 Continue mentally. Conclude the offering of Bilva Patra. Now we contemplate on Bhagwan Mahakal. Bhagwan Mahakal is the Lord of Time. He is the consciousness in us, which enlivens the mind. Mind further has thoughts. Only in the medium of thoughts do we experience time. When there are no thoughts, there is no time. Consciousness is beyond thoughts. Even without thoughts, consciousness is. Thoughts cannot be without consciousness. Consciousness is even without thoughts. So time or kala is experienced in thoughts, but consciousness is the enlivener of time also. So it is Mahakal. I am that consciousness. In my essential nature, I am Mahakal. I am not the Jiva. I am not the perishable body. I am the immortal, infinite, unborn, unchanging, imperishable consciousness. That which is born has to die. Body is born. It will survive as long as there is prarabdha karma. And when it is over, the body will die. I am the witness. I am consciousness, which illumines the birth, life, and death. In me, the consciousness, there is no fear because I am beyond duality. I am beyond death. This very consciousness manifests as Bhagwan Mahakal. being identified with the body. When I feel I am a Jiva, then I take refuge of Mahakal, Bhagavan. May Bhagavan Mahakal destroy my ignorance, destroy my attachments, my false notions of myself as a Jiva. May I worship Bhagavan with great devotion, take refuge of Bhagavan, and surrender to Bhagavan. Offer some flowers to Bhagavan Mahakal. Perform a pradakshina where you go from the left up to the yoni, again come back, and then again go up to the yoni on the other side, and come back in front of the linga and prostrate to Bhagavan. Feel that a ray of light emanates from the linga, enters into your being, and grace of Bhagavan pervades you. Repose the Lord back into your heart. Be aware of your breath. Be aware of the body. Be aware of the happenings around you. We pray for everyone's well-being. Oh, सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः, सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः, सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु, मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्. ॐ असतो मा सद्गमय, तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय, मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय. ॐ पूर्णमद पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ओम् श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ओम् Rub your palms, place them on the face, gently open the eyes. Any questions? Okay. Yes. You can unmute and ask.
Hari Om Swamiji.
Hari Om.
There's a Bharti Marfat here. I have only two small queries. One is a Dushan, that is a Khardushan, and this Dushan.
Different.
And second thing that, like Parvati ji came from Himalayas to Kanchi for her, like tapas, whatever we call it, for Shivji.
Yes, so
Why so far? Any reason?
so there are different stories connected to that. It's not that she did only there. She has worshipped Bhagwan in so many places.
Okay.
And Ekambareshwar. So Bhagwan is all pervasive and different places, different things, Leelas Bhagwan does. And so you find in Madurai, if you go, there's a temple, in Meenakshi temple, you will find that Bhagwan Vishnu is doing the Kanyadan of Mother Parvati when she is marrying uh, Shivji. So different legends are associated. So we don't have to think only one place. She can be only in Himalayas and do tapasya there. She has done there also. She has done in the south, east, west, everywhere. Different places we have different legends associated with Bhagwan. So even in Jambukeshwar she has done tapasya. So 5 Panchabhuta Lingas are there of Bhagwan. So Panchabhuta Linga is where Shivji appears through the 5 elements. Chidambaram, Bhagwan appears through the space element. Then Srikalahasti, he appears as the fire element. Then, air element. Then Tiruvannamalai, he appears as fire. Jambukeshwar, he appears as water. So that Jambukeshwar also is, again, some Leela has happened and Mother Parvati comes there and worships Bhagwan Shiva. I don't remember the story exactly at the moment. And then Shivji is pleased and he manifests there. And then earth is the uh, Kanchipuram, so the Ekambareshwar Linga. So there are different stories associated. It is not only for the tapasya that she did to marry Bhagwan Shiva. There are sometimes she gets upset, she goes, then she worships Bhagwan, then Bhagwan manifests there. Like that, there are stories associated. And so that is why. So Jambukeshwar is the Jalalinga, and then this Ekambareshwar is the Prithvi Linga. And so there are two different stories associated with it. And that's why she goes there.
Thank you very much. Hari Om Swamiji.
Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma. So does Brahma here mean Brahman, as was mentioned? So first line Brahma means Brahmaji, Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara. So in that Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh, they are the Trinity. So Guru is the creator, Guru is the sustainer, Guru is the destroyer. So Guru is Ishvara. And then second line, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma. So when it is said Parabrahma, then that is Supreme Brahman, which is beyond all duality, where there is no Srishti, there is no creator, creation, creature. That supreme state of consciousness. So the second line, Parabrahma, means that. First line, Brahma, means Brahmaji. Because the Guru is the one who creates also the spark to walk the spiritual path. Guru sustains it through the knowledge. Guru destroys our ignorance. So Guru is the creator, sustainer, destroyer. So that's the meaning. All right. Hari Om, Shubha, Shravan Purnima. Today is Raksha Bandhan. May Bhagwan truly protect us. May we seek his refuge. Today is also Sanskrit Day. Shravan Purnima is celebrated as Sanskrit Day. May we put our efforts to, if possible, learn Sanskrit, or at least if not, learn grammar, etc. Now, go back to our scriptures and follow some of the things written in Sanskrit, learn the meanings, apply in our life. And today also is the day where the Janev is changed. Brahmanas, whoever has taken the Janev, they will change. Each Varna has a different day when they change the Janev. Today the Brahmanas change the Janev, and that is symbolic of following the path of the Veda, having Shraddha in Ishvara, doing our Nitya Karma. So today is very sacred day. So may Bhagwan's grace be with us. There's one more question. Okay.
Pranam Swamiji.
Hari Om.
Any specific significance of black linga or white linga? Because I had bought white linga. So
Don't worry about all that. Bhagwan is anyway beyond all color.
okay.
He's
And
Karpura. So he's anyway white complexion. He may appear as black linga also somewhere. He can appear in the white as a form which is white. So it doesn't matter. Don't worry.
okay. And one more question. If they are making the lingas in Ujjain, 11,000 or something, then every day if they are making, then where's the space to keep, like, I was just
I
wondering.
told you, no, the Parthiv linga is
Hanji.
made from mud and again it goes back into mud.
Okay.
Vilay, I said Vilay happens. So Vilay means that. So they make it from the mud and after the worship is over, it dissolves in the mud again.
Okay.
And traditionally, if you see, the Parthiv linga is made from the sand taken from the river. So
Okay.
Narmada ji flows there. So
Okay.
from the banks of the Narmada ji, the mud is taken, and then from that the linga is made. This is not in Ujjain. This is in Maheshwar. What I spoke about, where they make 11,000 linga, is in the place where Ahilyabai Holkar, the great queen, her fort is there, where
Yes.
her place of residence is there. Even today, there the Brahmanas, they make the Parthiv linga.
Okay. Thank you so much, Swamiji.